seen no dreams. Big also, big jazz, little minor homie.
Big boys in the blood and that shit, so hit the panic button.
After successfully elevating the Call of Juarez name with 2009's Bound in Blood, the developers at Techland have taken a hard left turn, swapping stagecoaches for SUVs and a present-day drug war. Does Call of Juarez The Cartel deliver on its promise of a new Wild West, or is it more of a creative ghost town?
You already off to a bad start, Javier.
Why the hell wouldn't you tell us that?
After a cop is killed by a Mexican drug cartel, the government forms a special task force to take the organization down. Composed of members from the FBI, DEA, and LAPD, this is a trio of dirty cops, all with their own vices and agendas. They immediately begin their investigation by planting evidence to instigate a gang war. Hot potato investigations have them roughing up suspects in turn, and they even hang a guy to get him to talk. The details drag the plot down even more. Their handler gets upset that she can't disclose a covert operation for the sake of positive PR. And you get 3 stereotypes for the price of one, as each character fits a different racial profile, dropping F-bombs in practically every line of dialogue.
For 50 mil, they can buy a fucking Abrams tank.
Officer Ben McCall is a descendant of the previous game's protagonists, but the McCall name and an episode involving Juarez Gold are little more than token links to justify the game's branding.
Give me your weapons.
How about you give me yours?
On the surface, Call of Juarez The Cartel gives an illusion of variety, with 15 chapters set in forests, alleys, strip clubs, and deserts. However, the monotonous areas within each setting foster déjà vu, and the final chapters are drawn out to the point of tedium. You can choose between the 3 characters to see the story from slightly different perspectives, but the differences aren't enough to warrant a replay. Since these are dirty cops, you're incentivized to steal wallets and phones, as well as completing more lucrative tasks pertaining to each character's secret agenda. Grabbing these items is the quickest way to earn experience and unlock new weapons, but you have to do it in secret. If one of your partners spots you, you forfeit any XP.
I'm not doing anything.
The campaign is designed for co-op play, but it's limited to online with no local option. Since obstructive text encourages players to skip cutscenes, anyone interested in the story should play solo first, but otherwise, playing with others does make for a better experience. Other players can revive you if you get taken down, and you'll be presented with competitive challenges to see who's the most accurate or who can steal the most items. The meager multiplayer consists of 2 modes and 4 maps, with needlessly huge lobby areas between matches. The objective mode involves tasks like breaching an area guarded by the opposing team and taking the goods inside to a getaway vehicle. Some goals can be rather comical though, as you're asked to shoot an incredibly resilient electrical box, or spend an excruciatingly long time planting a bomb on a flimsy motel room door with a huge window next to it. Team Deathmatch suffers from repeated respawn points and a constant pop of flashbangs that are effective from far too great a distance. Probably the best reason to play multiplayer is to side with the criminals, just to hear the ludicrous gangster dialogue.
It's the Bobo! I got you, Holmes!
I will make mine arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh.
Call of Juarez The Cartel is heavy-handed with how it guides players, as objective dots appear every few yards. If you try to wander off and explore, you'll get a brief warning before triggering a game over. Likewise, regular cover situations have you sprinting between objects while partners provide suppressing fire, but rather than letting you work your way forward however you want, you'll have to follow a series of checkpoints when awkwardly worded prompts tell you to. Aside from level-specific tasks like burning marijuana stockpiles or chatting up strippers,
I'm looking for Tina.
Good luck with that.
much of the game has a generic rinse-and-repeat feel as you shoot up gangsters and execute slow-motion breaching sequences. You can also get a limited shot of slow-mo at any time by racking up kills and building your concentration meter. While the extra time lets you get a few free kills, the trade-off is that you'll have to tolerate a handful of stupid one-liners that play over and over again whenever you activate the ability.
And I saw a pale horse, and he who sits upon it, and his name is Death.
In addition to the standard gunplay and awkward fisticuffs, you're also frequently behind the wheel as one player drives and the other shoots. In many of these situations, you're simply going from point A to point B without anything happening. Even when you're involved in a chase or a tail, cars lack a sense of speed, feeling painfully slow and boring to drive.
There he is! I see him!
The visuals in Call of Juarez The Cartel are extra blurry, with a side of blur. The poorly implemented motion blur and focal effects are so bad it can be hard to see enemies. Character models look stiff and creepy at times, and there are a number of outstandingly bad animations as you tag rocks with graffiti, heal teammates in multiplayer, or shatter glass simply by leaning out a car window. Gunshots sound weak and unimpressive, while vocals during indoor cutscenes sound like they were recorded in a metal box.
She created this task force and she'll be running it. Miss Dixon?
The repetitive one-liners quickly wear thin, and the out-of-place 8-bit font makes the game feel like it lacks any identity.
What a surprise.
It's hard to comprehend how Call of Juarez went so wrong. Regardless of the change in setting, the cartel is worse than Bound in Blood in every way, and you'll have more fun laughing at its missteps than anything else.
I don't trust any of them. Dixon, Waters, nobody. We don't talk to a soul.
Big portion, the plug in this shit, in the honey Shorty broke, camponeros, so we should be something. Specialized in devouring amongst our folks. So got your wife, plus your teach, cause we live in cold. We live in a pose, we live in like an episode of lost times, good feelings in the